everyone. Today I'll be reviewing this movie dropped on Netflix called Tonight You Are Sleeping With Me. And this movie, it is from Poland. And this movie story is this journalist we see in this movie. She is married and she has two young children. But her husband we see in this movie, he's kind of like, those guy, he's very thoughtless. He doesn't care about her that much. On top of it, we see in this movie, he goes away for 1 month, leaving his wife and kids behind. And this movie, if you have read the synopsis and you see the journalist, like she met with I guess her ex-boyfriend who is very young in this movie. But when she meets him, I guess she basically cheat on her husband in this movie. But this movie, honestly, the plot, you hear it, you are like, whoa, is there something else going on? Although the plot is saying she must choose between her husband and her boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. But she doesn't do any of those things in this movie. This movie just goes straight forward what it is about. I was really disappointed in this movie because this movie doesn't try to do anything different. It just goes for it right away. Like, what? How is Netflix green lighting this movie? It is their original movie, I guess. And they're making a lot of movies in Poland. Some of them are good. This one, unfortunately, isn't one of them. This is very bland movie about nothing. And then the third act has no tension between this character at all. This husband, he just straightforward, mean guy. You are like, whoa, this guy is really mean to her, that is how the story is set up, I guess. But biggest problem with this movie is, like, right away, this movie present this husband is really mean. Then she cheats on him. You're like, whoa, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, she shouldn't feel anything because that guy was mean. The way this movie presented to us. This young guy, however, he just comes in and right away, like he was talking to his sister that, I really like this woman who's married and all this thing. And I'm like, he doesn't have any any feelings or nothing. You are, end of the day, you are talking about a married woman here. And this movie doesn't take any time to set her up like that. So, this movie, it is pointless. I'm like, what how could they make this movie doesn't have any emotional conflict for the character? Like, end of it, you're like, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, because this lady, she has no emotional conflict here. Like, although she's married, only one scene, maybe the mom was like, if you stay in this marriage, you are sad. If you leave this guy, then your kids are sad. Maybe one meaningful conversation in this movie. The whole movie is like it's not good at all. I guess what was the point of this movie? I have no idea. That is, I'm gonna say, the acting is not that good at all. Honestly, the acting is not good. This young guy, he tried to give a good performance, I will say. The husband was really bad. He was just then in this movie he gets like how he has a cell connection there. He was middle of out of nowhere in the mountain. He was calling her day and night, and there is a twist. And I was like, this movie was really awful. I was like, what were they thinking? This movie, making this movie is really rare. I did not like it. Although this movie, I really like her house, I guess, the journalist house. That is the only good thing, I guess. I was like, are you kidding me, lady? You have a really nice life. Your husband is really mean. I don't know how she was still married to this guy. It doesn't give her any excuse to cheat on him. You know what I mean? Like, although he is mean, but still no excuse for you to cheat on him. You can just leave him. Like, so many people leave their husband. Like, who cares in this era? That means, yeah, that's my thought on this movie. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this movie? Although it did have a good production value, I think the production was good. There was another show recently dropped. What was it? The Astronaut. The Girl and the Astronaut, that show also had a really good production. Overall, the quality of that show wasn't also good. So if you enjoyed about this review, don't forget other reviews on that show if you are interested. If you enjoy this, please subscribe. And until I see you next time, please take care.